to Tea Time today with me, Chaiti Narula. We're right here at the Golden Swan Country Club in Thane. A beautiful weather indeed to play a game of golf. Now, for more than half a century, this company has been a leader in document technology and services. Joining me today is the Executive Director of Services of Xerox South Asia.
On the show this week, we have Vishal Awal from Xerox India Limited.
We have a three-pronged strategy to penetrate the market. We are penetrating the market via a combination of direct sales force, via our alliance-led sales, and via our channels and resellers.
In news, Tiger Woods cruises to 8th career title at Torrey Pines, wins Farmers Insurance Open. Chris Wood wins Qatar Masters with Eagle at 18th hole. And Caroline Headwall wins New South Wales Open.
Lovely tea off, Vishal Awal.
Hi,
welcome
Chaiti.
to Tea Time today with me. Such a pleasure to have you here on the show today.
Likewise, thank you.
Alright, so your journey from then to now, you started Xerox in the year 1906 in the US, and in 1983 was the birth of Xerox India as well. So your journey from then to now as far as Xerox is concerned. Let's start off with that.
Xerox, as you know, has been one of the strongest and most respected brands in the world. We have been a leader in document management and document technology for almost half a century, if not more. We have embarked upon a massive transformation almost 10 years back when we decided to exit out of our consumer printing business.
Right.
And took first steps towards a services-led approach towards market powered by our core technology. So I think from there we have come a long way. Of course, technology is even more important, if not equally important for us, because the technological prowess of Xerox Corporation is fueling our services growth. What we have done in our journey so far is, post taking the first steps towards services-led paradigm, we went shopping way back in 2009 when we acquired ACS.
That's right.
A leader in business process and IT outsourcing services out of US. It was a huge shopping check, I think almost $6 billion.
You know, we're going to discuss more on that as to how you all made your transition as well and diversified your business as well. But before that, what is this new Xerox India all about? You know, we've been hearing about recalibration when it comes to your company. So what is the new Xerox all about?
As I said, the new Xerox is all about a services-led technology-driven corporation. What it means is we are coming out with business solutions for our markets that are delivering the outcomes that our technological prowess or our products can deliver rather than the products per se, right? So that is something which is highly appealing to the market also, because it directly maps into the business and financial drivers of the market.
Right.
Now, easy said than done. It sounds like a very fluffy statement, but then I think we have walked the talk for a long time now. We have been an acknowledged category leader in management services for a long time, as you probably know, Chaiti. We have been in Gartner's Magic Quadrant leadership position in management services for 5 consecutive years.
Absolutely.
So that is a testimony to our, the breadth of vision in MPS space, as well as our capability to execute that.
Well, talking about testimonies, I think the testimony to the fact that we're playing a game now would be a good idea for me to tee off now.
Absolutely.
So you are diversifying your business now from actually being a core competency of being printers and copiers to business process outsourcing and IT-led outsourcing as well. Take us through the new Xerox diversification that you have.
Well, as we spoke, Chaiti, the technological prowess of corporation continues to be extremely important for us. But then what we realized sometime back, almost more than a decade back, is Xerox technology is not only about printing and photocopying. Xerox technology is about sharing of information, and hence it has much more relevance to driving effectiveness, driving cost efficiencies, driving productivity, driving end user customer experience for our customers. And in that context, we started with a comprehensive document management portfolio of services.
Right.
So as I talked about management services, that was basically about optimizing the office print environment in a large diversified enterprise. Of course, it applies to all sizes of enterprises, medium and small also included. We then branched out into something called communications and marketing services, which is all about improving the marketing logistics of an enterprise. So it had basically two components. One was document supply chain management. So it basically allows for print procurement for all the business, marketing and customer communication requirements of an enterprise.
Right.
And it had something called cross-media communication services, which is all about reaching your end customer in a more targeted, more personalized manner.
And how does one go about that?
We have acquired a platform called XMPI some time back, which lends itself to personalization.
Right.
And via analytics, personalization, and via ensuring that the overall target segment of an enterprise is clusterized in a good way, and the targeted communications are sent to different clusters.
Right.
The probability of achieving the outcome, the desired outcome, that gets phenomenally enhanced.
Okay.
And that basically leads to a much more effective use of marketing dollars for a company.
Okay, interesting you spoke about diversification, because in early 2012, globally this is, you'll realize that your revenues from outsourcing business and IT technology led outsourcing businesses was much higher than your core competency, which is actually into printing and copying. Now, projections are showing that that is going to be true for India as well, as far as Xerox India is concerned. How far is that true is what I would like to know. And also, does that mean that you all will not be focusing on your core competency, which is the business of printers and copiers?
I think it is true that services is going to be more and more of a growth driver for revenues going forward.
Right.
No doubts about it. Pretty much we saw that thing in the global context. The same phenomena will take shape in India also going forward.
Yeah.
The market structure in India is also fundamentally transforming from being a capex-led market phenomena to an OPEX-driven market phenomena. So again, back to the same thing. The market wants the outcome that the technology and products can deliver.
Right.
Now, in that context, obviously the addressable market for the future for Xerox Corporation in India is tilted towards services. Almost 3/4 of the future addressable market is services led. But not to say that technology part is not important. That is also growing. That is growing fast. And we are making strategic investments in that business also. We are expanding our channel network significantly to reach the nook and corner of India. We are enhancing our reseller network. We are doing a whole lot of optimization of our overall supply chain to ensure that the kind of turnaround times that the enterprises expect are feasible despite the huge logistical complexity of a country like India. We are also enhancing our services reach tremendously. So a combination of technology and services both will propel Xerox India forward into the future.
Nice futuristic outlook right there, Vishal, when it comes to Xerox. We're going to discuss a little more in detail about Xerox India and its operations here, and of course the market strategies that they have in store for us for 2013 as well. Take a quick break right here. On the other side, we've got this and more.
Please brush up your facts. Please try and understand that Xerox is a brand name exclusively owned by Xerox Corporation of US.
Well, welcome back to Tea Time with me, Chaiti Narula. We're still in conversation with the ED of Services of Xerox South Asia. Now, Xerox is a company which is synonymous to photocopying when it comes to India at least. What is your reaction, Vishal, when people say, get me a Xerox of this document and not a photocopy of this document? Does that hamper your positioning?
Xerox is not supposed to be used as a verb. You know, Xerox is our brand name and we are quite proud of it, and we would like to...
I've grown up hearing people saying, get me a Xerox of this, not get me a photocopy of this.
All I would say to people is, please brush up your facts, please try and understand that Xerox is a brand name exclusively owned by Xerox Corporation of US, and let's respect that fact. And also I would say that Xerox brand is no longer just limited to printing and copying, and I think it's only a matter of time, because we have taken concrete steps in the marketplace also to kind of let the target market understand our new set of competencies, capabilities and claim to fame. And I think it's just a matter of time when the message will pervade across the wider market.
Well, you spoke about competencies. Time now to check our competency when it comes to the game now. Lovely, lovely. Oh, nice. Look at where it's gone. Great.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so the managed printing services business, or the MPS business like we call, is on a growth trajectory when it comes to India, and recently there have been projections that show that MPS is a very fast growing market when it comes to India as well. How does Xerox plan to capitalize on an opportunity like this when it comes to the MPS business?
MPS is indeed in India the fastest growing market in the world at this
In the
world. I think the only other market that is growing as fast, if I remember right, is China. So India is growing at almost 30% compounded average growth rate.
CAGR, 30% CAGR.
30% CAGR. Of course, the base right now is small, but then with that kind of growth rate, it's only a matter of time before...
to broad base it.
To broad base it. So we are already, as you know, we are the leader in the MPS space. We have been acknowledged.
Are you global market leaders in the MPS space as of right now?
Absolutely. We are the global market leaders. We are acknowledged category leaders in MPS space. In India also we have a lot of large managed print services deployments across sectors, across industries. Some of them are really, really large, and you know, as I said, India market, even though right now it's small, since it's growing very fast, so going forward we are even more bullish, and we are developing capabilities to not only offer managed print services on Xerox gear, but also on you know, multi-branded fleet. So that will further expand our horizons in terms of capability to address the MPS. We've already launched that initiative in this marketplace, and we are really bullish about it.
Where do your competitors stand?
Everybody realizes that MPS is a fast growing market in India, and of course everybody is trying to take a position. But as I said, in terms of the breadth of our vision, in terms of our capability to execute, we would like to believe that we have what is truly managed print services, which deals with the productivity enhancements, which deals with cost savings, which deals with enhanced customer experience, which deals with security, which deals with compliances, which deals with a more robust risk management framework. So I guess in that context, we would like to believe that we offer a truly differentiated offering to the market.
So other sectors like BFSI, IT, ITES, consumer goods, retail, do these look lucrative to enhance your services business in India?
Well, absolutely. All of these sectors and some more look very vibrant, look very promising. Some of these sectors are already extremely big. For instance, the BFSI, the financial services sector, which I include banking, financial services and insurance players.
Right.
That is like really document intensive you know, space, transactions heavy space, and hence that has a lot of relevance for Xerox kind of document management outsourcing services. Telecom is another example, which is again, heavy on transactions, heavy on documents. So taken together, I would say financial services sector and telecom would constitute almost, at this point of time, almost 2/3 of our addressable market.
I'm glad you mentioned telecom, because I think we were talking a little earlier off camera about this as well, and I think it's a good time now to bring it up, where you discuss the hockey stick curve phenomena that we're seeing in this country. So back early in the day, you saw that kind of a phenomena when it came to outsourcing in BPO when it came to India. Then eventually in early 2000, we saw that space getting captured by telecom process outsourcing as well. So where do we stand as of right now with Xerox on that?
Well, I think as you rightly said, we saw in IT outsourcing a huge uptake in late 90s and early 2000s. We saw a huge uptake in telecom outsourcing, including network outsourcing and IT outsourcing in telecom space in first decade of 2000. And I had the good fortune of being involved with telecom outsourcing myself. When I came back from North America, my first assignment was to lead an engagement with one of the largest operators for outsourcing their network. And we were successful in that, and the rest is history, because that has redefined telecom market space. After that, outsourcing became the buzzword there. I am encouraged to see that there are pretty much similar drivers that are existing in document management space also in India right now. And I would like to believe that it's only a matter of time when we see a similar hockey stick phenomenon taking shape in this space as well, because like it or not, document management and document related spends in an enterprise could be as high as 15% of an enterprise's total spend. That's a heck of a lot of money. Now the only reason why it doesn't get fully noticed is because of the way it is being managed. It's being managed in different pockets in the organization, and hence the end-to-end visibility is not there. That realization is fast coming in the marketplace. People are realizing that via having a concerted approach towards outsourcing in this space, the enterprise stands to gain a lot of competitive edge in the market. And that once that phenomena gets wider acceptance, I think I would expect some sort of uptake in outsourcing activities. It's already, the initial signs are quite encouraging. It's already happening. We have already established some really large proofs of concept in this part of the world also, and I think it's a matter of time when others also follow the suit.
Indeed, a copybook shot.
Thank you.
Vishal, good one. So we're going to take a quick break right here on Tea Time. When we return, we discuss a lot more in detail about this company, which remains synonymous to photocopying when it comes to India, but all paths lead to a new positioning strategy and a lot of new market strategies for the year 2013 as well panned out. More on that on the other side of this break.
I would say, like business, golf is all about tenacity, about perseverance, about common sense, about judgment, about consistency, about focus, about observation.
Welcome back to Tea Time with me, Chaiti Narula. We are in conversation with Vishal Awal, the ED of Services of Xerox South Asia. Now, Vishal, earlier we were discussing about a lot of different market strategies that you are planning for the year 2013. Can you take us some of them?
Well, we are quite bullish on 2013. We are having done a lot of groundwork in the past couple of years towards our new paradigm.
Right.
The strategy is pretty simple and straightforward. We have a three-pronged strategy to penetrate the market. We are penetrating the market via a combination of direct sales force, via our alliance-led sales, and via our channels and resellers.
The other thing is that, in Bangalore you have a research and development center, and earlier on, before Bangalore, it was the one that started off in Chennai first. But when you launched that research and development center, you all realized that you all had a bit of a problem in hiring the right kind of talent in Xerox, because the amount of PhDs in computer sciences in our country, there was a serious dearth. Has that changed around? What is the problem with the academics when it comes to hiring the right kind of academic talent for your company?
I would say Xerox has a huge advantage being a US based corporation and a multinational corporation. So Xerox's hunt for talent is not just limited to India, if you will.
Right.
So via a combination of local talent and induction or injection of globally available talent, we are able to really cruise along very, very nicely.
Alright, so now let's shift our focus a little from market strategies to golfing strategies. How does golf help in your corporate life as well? I'm sure you gain a lot of inspiration from this game when you're at work.
I think you're right, because golf draws a lot of parallels with business.
Right.
I would say, like business, golf is all about tenacity, about perseverance, about common sense, about judgment, about consistency, about focus, about observation. And pretty much like business, in golf also you deal with all the hazards and all the tough situations, right? But pretty much like business, you really start having an exhilarating experience once you get good at it.
Absolutely.
So,
and you've been playing all over the world, of course. You started off in North America. And have you played any recent corporate championships to brag home about?
Well, to be honest, I am not much of a player now. I am not very regular, but yeah, in North American days I was quite active. Post a long and hard day's work at office, I used to head straight to a heated indoor driving range, and I used to blast few balls, and you know, that used to be a good stress buster. So that's how my kind of fascination towards the sport began. And I was in business development space with a global telecom technology and service provider, and hence I was getting involved with a whole lot of sponsored golf events, so that intensified my interest in the game.
I'm glad you mentioned sponsored golf tournaments, because we are headed to a golf Premier League as well, which you're quite bullish upon. You're quite excited for that to happen. Why so?
I think we all have seen what spectacular, let's say, combination of entertainment and sporting value IPL has delivered in cricket, right?
Right.
Golf is a sport which I believe has a lot of untapped potential in India. So with the launch,
in the right kind of
exactly,
in this country.
Exactly. So
the game will pick up, I guess, once the Golf Premier League sets in.
I would like to believe that, and I'm very bullish about that.
Golfers that inspire you as well. You were talking to me earlier about it. Which ones are these? And what is it about the game that really gets you going?
Well, I mean, if you talk about the current crop, I would say Rory McIlroy. I think he's really good. He's young. His passion speaks for itself, and I think he has a long career ahead of himself.
Absolutely.
So it's quite promising. If you look at the past decade, I would still go for Tiger Woods. The kind of consistency.
Well, Tiger Woods now has made his comeback into familiar territory as well in 2013.
Yes, and I think champions are champions. So I think he'll make his mark again.
So apart from Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods, you mentioned any particular Indian?
Jeev Milkha Singh is good. Jyoti is good. I like them quite a lot.
You know what holds more promise is your future plans. So
Absolutely.
What next for Vishal Awal in his career?
Well, I don't know about that. I think right now I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and I'm quite inspired, quite motivated to help Xerox Corporation realize the potential of India in services space.
Okay, Vishal Awal, all the best in your career going forward. We wish you all the best for your personal career and of course your future with Xerox India as well.
Thanks a lot, Chaiti.
Thanks for joining me on Tea Time and taking time out. That's all that we have for you today on Tea Time. This is Chaiti Narula and Vishal Awal, ED of Services of Xerox South Asia, signing off from Tea Time. I will see you next week again.